Welcome to the Summer Bash of 2019. I'm Susie Stockwell, and I'm here with Jan Quillman, and we're here today to report on a fundraiser that is going on for the Will County Crisis Line. The Will County Crisis Line is also sponsored by the United Way. I would like to make that statement. And also, we have tonight a DJ, 36 raffle baskets. We have 50-50 raffles and lots of food. Jan, what do you think about this event?
Oh, the food's wonderful so far. A lot of people are here. It's a beautiful summer day. People are out in the patio area, and people are inside where the air conditioning is, and just having a good time for a good cause.
Yep, for sure. So let's get the party started and let's go inside.
So, one of the fabulous raffle baskets, this one's $20. There's other ones that are cheaper where you get like, how many tickets? Was it $1 a ticket or something for the raffle?
This is $20.
I know, this is the $20 one, but there's other ones that are just as fabulous. However, this one, I have to read off of it just to give you a few of the fabulous items on here. It's a 3-night Hampton Inn certificate for a Hilton, Jameson's Pub, Portillo's, Maury's Table, gift certificates. There's also assorted wine glasses with 6 bottles of fabulous wine, Michael Kors perfume, Estee Lauder, you name it, it's on here. And we'll finish it off with a Clinique festive gift set. There's $1,200 worth of fabulous items in this one. As you can see, it's loaded. You can't even lift it. $20 a ticket. So if you miss it this year, next year for sure, come on down and support Crisis Line.
Welcome to the 2019 Summer Bash for the Will County Crisis Line. Here in Joliet, we're in Jerry's Dogs and More, and also Double J Sports Bar. This is Jeff Reed. I am Susie Stockwell, and we're here today to talk a little bit about the Bash and why we're putting it together. Jeff Reed is a sponsor, and he's done some really fabulous things for me. I'm very, very thankful that he allowed us to have it in his building today. Jeff, tell me a little bit about what goes on here at Double J Sports Bar and Jerry's Dogs and More.
Yeah, well, you know, Double J just reached 19 years June 14th, so
wow.
Yeah, next year's 20 years that I'll be here. And there was a liquor store here at Jerry's, where Jerry's is now, and I took over and opened up a hot dog stand and named it after my mother.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now your mom had a lot of inspiration when it came to that.
Yeah, because she loved hot dogs. She never passed up a hot dog stand she didn't like. So we'd always ask her, Mom, did you eat dinner? And she'd always tell us no, and we'd ask her, then what's that mustard stain on your shirt right there? So yeah, she always ate hot dogs. She loved them. So
that's very good.
Yeah, she's a wonderful lady. So I thought, by expanding Double J a little bit, then open up this, and I have a window through, and customers can eat inside Double J from the window, and it's working out great. So November 14th will be 3 years here at Jerry's Dogs and More.
Oh my gosh. Fabulous food, by the way. So the Crisis Line of Will County, we put a fundraiser together, and Jeff graciously allowed us to use both of the establishments this evening. So we have a DJ going on. We have over 36 raffles, as well as 50-50 raffle tickets, and lots and lots and lots of food. So let's go ahead and get the party started, and we will go over to the Double J Sports Bar.
There you go. Thank you, Susie.
Now, these are some of the baskets that are offered at $1 a raffle ticket. As you can see, there's a Clinique basket here, a baking basket, Netflix, Captain Morgan Apple Smash basket, and Smell the Roses basket. All kinds of wonderful items, and these are just a few of the 36 baskets that we have for a raffle here today. And this is a wonderful event that everybody donated for this crisis line. Very important that anybody can call them if they have an issue.
So at the fundraiser at Double J Sports Bar, I'm here with one of the customers that has attended tonight. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts about being here this evening for the fundraiser for the Will County Crisis Line.
Well, I just walked in and it looks awesome. There's lots of raffles that they're doing here, and lots of people here that are supporting the cause, and good food. Come on out.
Absolutely. And hey, you, Michael.
Oh, thank you for having us. We're here with a good crowd for a good cause, plenty of prizes, and wonderful people, and a gracious host. And Susie Stockwell, thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Well, we have lots to do. We have over 36 raffles this evening, and we're getting ready to go outside and get the raffles going. We have a nice DJ. We have bean bags. So Will County Crisis Line is also supported by the United Way. We're very honored to be here this evening.
Well, as you can see, we moved outside the patio, and I found Paul Koza, who's the treasurer of Crisis Line, one of the board members here, and he's going to tell us about this event and how long he's been on the board.
Well, this is our summer bash, the first one, hopefully more to come, but we're trying to raise funds for Crisis Line of Will County and Grundy County. It helps benefit many residents here in town, and I've been with the board since the mid-'80s.
Mid-'80s, that's a very long time. How have you seen the differences between 1980s and the 80s and now with the calls? Are they more calls than you used to have?
There are more calls, unfortunately. It continues to grow, and the need is there. And United Way really sees that need for that calls for us to be. We're 24 hours a day. Somebody is there is on our phones, so it's an important part of what they try to do for the community.
And are there any particular calls that have really excelled, so to speak? You know, are people just depressed, or are they talking about, you know, possibly killing themselves, which is horrible? Or do people just call for some small thing that they need help with?
Well, we are there primarily for the crisis call for somebody who's considering suicide. But we're there to help so many more, from the elderly, just reminding them to take their medicine and say, hey, somebody is there to care, and then to other people that are there for the needs, for either depression or they've got financial considerations. We're also a big referral source for the county.
Oh, so financial problems as well, because I know a lot of people think that Crisis Line is just about somebody that's depressed or possibly considering, you know, doing themselves in. I hate to say suicide, but that's unfortunate what things are these days. So how many people do you think you serve off the cuff with financial issues?
The financials, I don't know, but it's well over 20,000 calls a year that are made to and from Crisis Line. But again, it's making utilization of our personnel that are there waiting perhaps for that suicide call to be able to help that one in real need, but to present to them for other reasons and refer them off to agencies that can help them in the county.
Now, I know you have a lot of volunteers in the community that answer these calls, and they have certain training. Now, if someone wants to volunteer to help, what would they do and who would they call?
They would call Crisis Line. The number is 815-744-5280 is the administration office if they want to be a volunteer. And the phones are manned by pretty much volunteers 24 hours a day.
Absolutely, because I knew a neighbor that used to help with that. And she said it was a very rewarding experience for her, especially when you're able to talk to somebody and actually help them. And that's the beauty of this crisis line. You're not alone out there. You have someone that you can call.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Paul. We appreciate everything that you do.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right, well, we're here with a few of the people that want to support Crisis Line. We have Maryteri and David sitting over there. He's got his mouth full right now, but that's okay because he's eating some good food. So what made you want to come out to this event today?
I'm friends of Susan.
Yeah, we're friends of Susan.
And Sue always has these benefits for either the crisis, something with JJC. She's just a wonderful person. Puts all this, stuff together for us.
What do you think about this event?
I think it's very nice.
Have you had the food?
Oh, yeah, food's fantastic.
And those raffle baskets.
Oh, beautiful.
They're big.
Beautiful. I can't wait to win.
Well, thank you for supporting Crisis Line. I know Susie appreciates it, and I do as well. And just to show you what's out here today, I know it's a really hot day, but people chose to come out here and support Crisis Line. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, once again, we have Jeff from the owners of Double J's. He's got us behind the bar here, and things are really hopping.
Yeah, hopping. We've had Jan in the till back there already. I just want to thank all you guys for being here. The Will County Crisis Line, what a wonderful thing they do for the kids and anybody that calls in. It's just a wonderful thing, and this crowd has been amazing. All the raffles, everything that all the volunteers have done here today has just been amazing. And I really appreciate everybody coming here to Double J Sports Bar. So.
Well, not only that, but we thank you for volunteering your bar on a busy Saturday afternoon when the Cubs are playing and they're winning 11 it's 10 to 4 now?
10 to 4.
10 to 4. And people are watching that, but they're also buying raffle tickets.
Absolutely. I'm hoping they're raising a lot of money because I see everybody walking around with red tickets and yellow tickets, so they're buying.
And the more libations you serve them, the more tickets we're selling.
The more tickets, the more beer they drink, the more tickets they buy. That's perfect. I love it.
Well, again, Jeff, thank you so much for doing this.
Absolutely.
For Crisis Line, I know they appreciate it. And, people are out there, they really need help, but they don't know what to do.
Yeah, I know. That's true. And if I needed it for some reason, I'd be able to call. And that's why I love donating to people. So it makes me happy.
Well, we thank you and appreciate all that you do.
Thank you.
Such an amazing outcome and turnout for the Will County Crisis Line fundraiser, Summer Bash today. So I have some of the Macy's girls here with me. I work at the Macy's at Fox Valley Mall, and I will just tell you this. A lot of my baskets that I did, I got so many deals at Macy's at Fox Valley Mall. It's unbelievable. So for part-time, I work at the Clinique station, and I was able to get some really great baskets put together at my discount that I have there. If you become a bronze member at the Macy's at Fox Valley Mall, you get all kinds of discounts and all kinds of things that come through. So I was able to do baskets for this fundraiser because I'm a bronze member. Now behind me is all the food that I got donated. So I want to really mention my sponsors. So I had Mariano's grocery store. We have Italian sausage and mashed potatoes. We have Hamburger Bursa. They gave us chicken wraps. We have chicken and spice downtown Joliet. They gave us chicken chunks. I was very fortunate for that. Metro Bar and Grill, huge donor. They gave us a salad with a variety of different dressings on it. And then we have Premier Banquet Hall located in downtown Joliet at 214 North Otto Street, the former Renaissance Center that I used to manage. Don donated masticholi and lots of it. And then we have from other donors that brought in stuff, we have different baked beans, and then we have pizza from Lucino's Pizza. They were a gracious donor, so we're very honored. Girls, what did you think about the food?
It was amazing. Very good. The turnout was great.
So what about the silent auction? Or what about the auction, the raffles? What did you guys do?
It was actually really good, right?
Yeah, the baskets were awesome.
Yeah.
There were a lot more than we were, it was amazing. You did a great job, Susie. It was amazing.
Thank you very much. So again, Double J Sports Bar, the 2019 Summer Bash. This is just the first year. There's many more to come.
Well, I found wandering around Jeff Pearson, recently retired from the Joliet School Board after how many years?
I believe it was 18 years altogether. I originally got on in October of 2001, and I chose not to run this last April. So it's really, it was very fulfilling for me to be a part of that organization, and Joliet Township High School is now the school of choice in the area, so it's really fantastic. I was part of a great team, and that all of our efforts will continue. We have a new superintendent now, Dr. Mike Hansen. He'll do a fantastic job also.
You did. It's wonderful. It's come a long way, literally to say. So what brought you to this event today?
Well, it's for the Crisis Line of Will County, and it's just a great organization that helps out people throughout any type of difficulties. They can call this line if they have financial difficulties, if they have suicidal issues, if they have anything that they just need somebody to talk to. They can talk to a trained professional on the other line and really get some help and some direction in whatever they're trying to get through. So it's really an important endeavor. So I knew that this was happening, so I really wanted to come out and support it.
Well, thank you. It's all about people like you that come out and support these events. It seems to be the same people all the time, but Will County and Joliet are very generous people. Whenever they hear something, they're there. So thank you for stopping by today.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jan.
Well, everybody wants to know who the volunteers are, and actually the ones that answer the telephones have to remain anonymous. But I do have a volunteer here that has agreed to talk about some of the calls that she gets and something that happened a while ago but really stood in her mind that she was able to help. So just for today, we'll call her Rosie. So Rosie, I understand you've been doing this for quite some time, and so you can tell us about some of the calls that you get?
Okay, we get a multitude of calls. They can be suicide calls. They can just be crisis line calls where people need to talk. So that's really nice because you can just chat with them, and that's wonderful. We get all kinds. It could be people needing rent assistance. They could be needing shelter. They could be needing food. And what we do is we give them resources that they can, go to. So we have a website, willfindyouhelp.org, and that actually helps people find the resources they need. And we also give the telephone numbers that are based on that because not everybody has a computer.
And we were talking about that earlier, and I don't think that a lot of people understand that they can call crisis line for just about anything if they just want to talk and they feel lonely. They think crisis line and, it's like, I'm not committing suicide, I'm just lonely and I want someone to talk to. But they're available 24/7 for anybody that wants to talk about anything or any need that you might have so that they can help you. So tell us one of your memorable calls that you may have had.
Probably the best call I've ever had was somebody on the suicide line, and they called me up and they said they were going to commit suicide and that they did not believe in God and that this was it. They had knives, they had guns around them, etc. And I asked them to just share with me what was going on at the time. And I got the person talking, and we talked and we talked and we talked probably for like 45 minutes. And, just listened to him, gave him some feedback. And at the very end, he said, Rosie, I told you I don't believe in God, but you're an angel. And that was worth everything I could possibly imagine. And that kept me going,
Oh, that was wonderful. Now, did it have a good turnout, do you know? Or
Yes, it did. Yes, because he called back the next day. Yes.
Fabulous. So see, it's people like Rosie that take the time out of their day and volunteer and do this and have patience and they care about people that just are desperate at their end of the rope. So people, if you feel that way, if you feel desperate or no one's there to talk to, please reach out to Crisis Line. There's many other people besides Rosie. And if you don't want to talk to a lady, of course you can talk to a gentleman as well. But please, just make the call if you need help. Well, Rosie, thank you so much for sharing that story with us today.
Thank you very much as well.
And you are an angel. Thank you. Well, right now I'm here with Greg Moore, another one of the board members for Crisis Line. And Greg, tell us about this event today.
This event is really the brainchild, I think, of a lot of people, but Susie is the main person who put this all together. If it wasn't for her, I don't know if this would ever happen. We're a small board. We could use all the support that we can get. We're a United Way funded agency, and so we could use all the help, and we're so proud and glad that so many people came out to support us today.
Well, Susie used to be an event coordinator, as everybody knows, Susie Stockwell from around Joliet, and she's been a member here for quite some time. How long, Suze?
I've been on the board for about a year and a half, and I just, put some things out there. I want it to be a fun event. I want it to be like a summer bash, like something low grade, jeans and t-shirt, something that people didn't have to dress up for because there's so many galas in Joliet. And then for good causes there are, but for our event, it should be more of a low grade type of a thing. So I'm very honored to be on this board, and I know great people such as you. And very honestly, I think that we're growing. Tonight has been super, super, super busy, and more tickets than what I know have been sold. So I'm very honored for that, and I'm very honored for the food that has been donated to us. We have had food for Hamburger Bursa, the Premier Banquets has donated the food, Mariano's grocery store, and many, many more. I've said it earlier on air that we've had all this food donated, but it's been a blessing. And I'm so blessed to be in Joliet and to know each and every one of you in this community, because you are what's going to make a difference to allow me to make a difference for everyone else. So please join us with the Crisis Line of Joliet in Will County, and please donate, and we'll have your ticket number ready for next year, and we'll have the month ready for next year at the end of this conversation.
Well, thank you, Susie, for all that you do. And, you're absolutely right. The galas used to be, people very expensive. Not everyone can afford those big galas at $200 a ticket or $150 a ticket.
This is $10 a ticket.
And, this is more affordable for other people that are able to come. And once people are here, they're so very generous. And, you don't always need a formal dinner or all that. It's here to have fun with donated food, beer, wine, maybe a hot dog or two. But everybody's having a good time, playing bags. And I think this is the way the future should go with different charitable events, to make it affordable for everyone to come, and that way we'll make a lot more money.
And it's all about friends and family, and for us, these are all of our friends, all of our family, every person here. And we're blessed, as Susie said, to have the city of Joliet come out and help us out like they did.
Absolutely. Well, we thank you, Susie. Been a long day, Suze. And we thank you, Greg, for everything that you guys do. And at the end of this broadcast, we will have the crisis line number posted in case anybody feels the need to call someone. So thank you guys for everything, and I guess we're going outside now for the raffle. And if you want to know what the raffle is, you'll have to come next year to find out.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you so much.